Hello everyone. I'm welcome all of you to my channel on which we are fighting against together against Adma's character of our world and its manifestation, especially in literature, culture, and we have to sometimes realize that this is not easy fight, but we will never ever give up and continue. This time, the historical period to which we jump in will be Second World War. But it won't be very common and popular view of the Second World War that we can find in massive literature, historical or popular literature, or in the movies. It's even the worst thing because very often the film directors, taking into account lower level of the massive spectator, they even don't care about the basic details of the historical period they try to depict in their productions, like weaponry, like even uniforms or historical scenery details. Still, I would say, show a lot of room for improvement that in such massive productions will never come. So the book I would like to talk about today is the, for many people, quite controversial work by a quite controversial figure of Wallonian origin, Belgian citizen, later Spanish citizen, because his citizenship was revoked, Belgium one, Leon Degrelle. The man before Second World War was already known in politics. Actually, it was in the period between two world wars. He was the youngest political leader in Europe, the leader of conservative Catholic Rexist Party in Belgium. Later, he joined the forces of Germany during Second World War and fought mainly in the Eastern Front as a member and high-ranked officer in Wallonian Legion that was later regrouped and rejoined with the Waffen-SS formations. Fine. And one of his books he produced was a sort of description in the forms of very detailed memories his fights in the Eastern Front during Second World War within the years 1941 to 1945 till the very end. Actually, his fabulous escape from Norway when the Germany was actually capitulating to Spain, actually an almost survival at the edge, thanks to almost miracle, the emergency landing on the beach close to San Sebastian in the Basque Country. It's a material for different story. But everything was described and many more in his book, where he deals with his fighting and his men he recruited to struggle against communism, because Mr. Degrelle was to the bone anti-communist. It's really amazing reading, because we can read and see the World War II event from the eyes of the second side. From the side that actually started this conflict and had their own visions, their own opinions, why it's worth fight for in this brutal conflict, and why it was worth selecting the side they selected. Thanks to such books that are very, very well written and honestly written, that's why it makes them controversial for many people. Thanks to such works, we can understand better the second part of the conflict. As of now, I would say till now even, the bloodiest known conflict in the human history. Human history that it's actually much longer than we think, but I will talk about it in different movie. So it's always to understand the historical phenomenon better. We should know the view of each side that participate in it and each type of arguments from each side to deepen our understanding and later maybe learn from it to avoid painful repetitions in the future. So I strongly recommend Eastern Front 1941 to 1945 by Leon Degrelle. And of course, he was not fighting only on the Eastern Front, because at the end of the war he had his own episode on the Western Front, also with fighting with his people. But it's I would say marginal set of events in his whole Second World War on the German side. All the best for all of you. Good night. Take care and sleep well.